practice of mudras and mantras. And our practice comes from the 42 hands and eyes. They're of the Great Compassion Dharma or teachings. Now, what is a mudra? What is a mantra? And why am I calling it hands and eyes? Now, hands mean your hands, okay? Your arms, basically hands. Eyes mean you're visualizing an eye appear on the palm of your hand. That allows you to maintain focus so you don't fall asleep. Okay, those are your mudras. The mantra is like the command. It is not an affirmation, because an affirmation is not commanding. An affirmation states that there has been something wrong or something you wish to change. Something you wish to change, and then you are repeating or stating the opposite to counter anything else. We are not doing that with a mantra. A mantra is stating like it is a fact, without doubt, without any other existence of any other opposing idea or view, that whatever is this specific way. So there's an intent for the mantra and mudra. There's a specific function, which is basically the intent for each hand and eye. When you're reciting the mantra and holding the imagery of the mudra, which includes the eye and the technique you're using, everything else does not matter. It can't matter because you have so much going on. You have your speaking, you're reciting the mantra. You have your thinking the mantra. You have your visualization, which is your thinking about the mudra itself. And you're maintaining focus. So there's no room for your attention to go anywhere else. And that is the point of utilizing a mudra and a mantra. You're not praying that something becomes a certain way. This is not a prayer. This is a straight up cut of reality and inserting something else. That's it. There is no affirmation. There is no praying. There is no worship in this. It is strictly the use of your mind, the use of your body, mouth, and mind to cultivate a specific type of experience you're wanting to have for your life. This has to be practiced daily. You can't just do it today and hope you get a response and then 3 days later, like, well, that didn't work. No, this is daily practice because you build up strength in repetition. You pick a special time during the day to practice and you do it. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, no matter how long you want to do it. Because when you're speaking a specific thing, you are telling your body, but you're telling your body the feeling and what you're speaking, the intention you have for it, the imagery you have of this is going to help your body. It's telling your body, rewrite. And it's going to help your body have a framework to change something inside. It's going to change in your neurology. It's going to change in your neurochemistry. When you say and do something over and over again, you build up momentum in that. Your emotions go towards that. These things become second nature. Okay, they become automatic. Think of automatic negative thinking. Okay, it's not my term. It's a beautiful term though, where you're just constantly going over negative thoughts in your head, building up your anxiety, building up your fear. When you recite something else, instead of the negativity, you recite the positivity, you build up repetition in positive thinking. And that fuels your emotion, and that fuels your whole physical health to become better. And you start to do and attract conditions, people, and things around you that magnify and reflect what's going on with you inside. A mantra, when you're reciting a mantra, all your focus is on the mantra, the intent of the mantra, you already know it. So now you're just reciting what you're knowing, and you're setting that inside for the emotion and the mental practice of actually having this specific state in your mind all the time. Okay? All the time. So you're basically practicing or reciting something to tell you and to stamp in your neurology that this is a specific way you are. not you were going to be. You're not affirming it as I am this way. You just are this way. There is no opposing view of it whatsoever. There is nothing else to it. You really have to give a little bit in depth and context to mantra. Because some think it's a prayer, let's do a mantra for peace, and we say this prayer for peace, and call it what you will, but a mantra is not a prayer, it is not an asking, it is a stating that this is the overall fact. Now when you're practicing the Mudra mantra, when you're practicing 42 hands and eyes, which I'm only going to give 3 today, just for specific anxiety and stress and fear, okay? When you're practicing, every part of you, your mind, your body, your mouth, is active in the practice. And my hands are moving into it because it's not just because I'm Italian, but it helps me state, like this is what my hands want to do. I want to state so much, emphasize the importance of focus, your mind, speaking, and your body. What is your body doing? Holding the mudra. What is your mouth doing? Reciting the mantra. And what is your mind doing? Focusing on both. Because they are coming from one place. These mudras and mantras allow you to untie your sense. They're all interlinked. The mind thinks, the body feels, the mind thinks. These are one thing. The hearing hears, the body reacts, the mind reacts. Like every sense interacts with each other and they end up creating a big knot with each other. And each knot, you become deeper and deeper into that specific sense. And what happens? We identify with it. We create our whole worldview about it. The Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, he did state that everything comes from the mind alone. What does that mean? The mind, now that we have neuroscience, we understand that when you think, your nervous system responds. Neurochemicals produced, and you feel, you perceive the world a specific way. So everything comes from the mind is meaning whatever you're thinking, you will indefinitely experience. And we want to be able to control how we think. The mind is that spark between neuroreceptors. It is a charge. It's an unbiased charge. However, if your neurology is fixed or is geared towards experiencing a specific type of thing, we'll put it into 2 categories: pessimism and optimism. If you're geared more for pessimism, you will take everything you see and make it pessimistic. The other hand, optimism, you will take everything you see and see it as optimistic. Now, we're going to get to the mudras and mantras. Now, how I practice them are with the Chinese transliteration. So they come from Sanskrit. However, what they sound like in Chinese, and that's the path that I've learned from. So, we should begin.